Ever pondered about the different ways we reason and solve problems? Well, there are primarily two ways we approach this: principles-first reasoning, also known as deductive reasoning, and applications-first reasoning, or inductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning is like taking a top-down approach. Picture it as starting from the peak of a mountain, where you have a broad view of everything below. This view represents a general principle or theory. From here, you descend towards specific instances or applications, applying the principles you've grasped to specific cases, much like using a mathematical formula to solve problems or applying a legal principle to a case. The logical structure of deductive reasoning is quite straightforward. You begin with a general statement or hypothesis, which could be considered a universal truth or principle. Apply this statement to a specific case or scenario, and then deduce a conclusion based on the application of the general statement to the specific case. Now imagine the opposite, a bottom-up approach. That's inductive reasoning for you. Here you start from specific instances or observations at the base of our metaphorical mountain, working your way up towards general principles or theories. It's about collecting data or examples and then deriving a general rule or principle from these observations. This method is often seen in scientific research, where observations from specific experiments lead to the formulation of a general theory. The process of inductive reasoning begins with specific observations or instances, identifies patterns within these specific cases, and then derives a general principle or theory that explains these patterns. So what sets these two apart? Firstly, the direction of reasoning. Deductive reasoning moves from the general to the specific, while inductive reasoning does the opposite, moving from the specific to the general. Secondly, the foundation of arguments. Deductive reasoning stands on existing theories or principles, while inductive reasoning is erected on empirical observations and data. Finally, the outcome certainty. Deductive reasoning, if correctly applied, can lead to certain conclusions. However, inductive reasoning leads to probabilistic conclusions that are likely but not guaranteed. Both these approaches are not only essential but also complementary. Deductive reasoning is valuable for applying well-established principles to new situations, guaranteeing consistency and reliability. On the other hand, inductive reasoning is crucial for discovering new theories, understanding phenomena, and adapting to new information. In the end, the most effective reasoning often involves a blend of both approaches, allowing us to apply what we know while being open to new discoveries and insights.